Lesson 8. Holders Yield. Kinesis takes a small percentage fee for loading KAU or KAG onto your debit card, sending to other Kinesis wallets, and an even lower percentage fee on all transactions done via the Kinesis exchange. All of these fees are collected and go into what we call the master fee pool. 15% of all these fees collected go into the holders yield pool. The holders yield pool is shared with all people eligible for the holders yield. The holders yield is very much a passive yield, meaning once you've purchased your KAU or KAG, you simply just hold the metal. You don't spend it or transact with it. It sits in a vault with zero storage fees, and you collect a holders yield. So how much does someone earn who qualifies for this yield? Imagine the total amount of KAU that's been purchased in the system is 900 KAU, and Susan decides to purchase 100 KAU. The total metal pool in existence is 1000 KAU, 1 kilogram of gold. As Susan owns 100 KAU of 1000 KAU total, she owns 10% of all the gold currently in the system. So therefore, Susan is entitled to a 10% share of the total holders yield pool. To recap, out of all fees collected by Kinesis that go into the master fee pool, 15% are allocated to the holders yield pool, and as Susan owns 10% of all the metal in the system, she receives 10% of the total holders yield pool, for as long as she holds the KAU. If Susan decides to transfer, send or spend any of these KAUs, as long as she initially minted them, that portion of her KAUs will move into activation and be attributed to her minter's yield. Any portion of gold coming out of her holders yield will decrease the percentage amount of Susan's ownership of the total volume of gold. Therefore, the minter's yield will go up and the holders yield will come down. A holders yield rewards Susan for choosing to keep her savings or investment money in gold and silver, counteracting inflation and paying a fee-sharing yield on top of the price movement of gold and silver.